All right, ladies and gentlemen, so for today's hairstyle, we're going to use the Soft Baby Curl in the color T530. Okay, T530. What that means is that it's not a true ombre. Okay, that means it's going to have bits of red at the roots, or it's going to have the color that's at the tip mixed in a little bit at the root. Okay, I will not be separating any of these pieces, and I do have 3 packs. If I do decide to separate the pieces, it's only along the edges of my hair. Okay, and I'm just showing you what the hair looks like. All right, now let's move on to my braiding pattern. Along the front of my hair, I like to keep my braids pretty small and close together. And I also do my part really, really close together, and I connect those. All of my braids lead to one braid, and I always have anchor braids in the back. For this particular install, I should have done my 2 anchor braids a little smaller along the back. That way I could fill in more hair. Now I'm going to take my Eco Styler gel, and I'm going to slick down my hair before I install it. Part of the reason why I leave my edges out is because my edges are very, very fine, and I do not want to put extra tension on my edges. I also do not braid all the way close to my edges, as you can tell. I kind of push my braids back. That is just to protect my edges because my edges are very, very weak. Prior to installing, I also like to define my part using the gel. Okay, so that's what you can see me doing here. It's kind of getting that swoop, figuring out which pieces I want to go into what braid and what not. Now I'm going to take my silk scarf, and I'm going to lay down my edges and let it sit for about 10 minutes. This particular install, I don't think I let it sit for the entire 10 minutes. I think I let it stay on for about 6 or 7, but it was fine either way it goes. Okay, so this is what the hair looks like again. Okay, and it comes with this little box around it. As usual, I only separate one bundle at a time. If I can get it out. Okay, the hair is really soft. Okay, it's really, really soft, and it easily separates. I can say that. When I installed it into my friend's hair, I had no problem with separating the pieces. Okay, I will not be separating the pieces in this install. If I do separate the pieces, okay, it will be towards the front. And if you notice, when you do separate it, you do get a little bit of frizz, which is why I prefer not to separate it. But go ahead, Freetress. It tends to pop back into place. But if you notice, it still has like stringy pieces. So this is why I'm not going to separate many of these pieces. And if I do, it'll be right along the front where my part is. And the pieces aren't thick. I wouldn't say that they're thick pieces. So, and they're very lit. So you really should not have to separate it. And I feel like if you do separate it, it's going to lead to more tangles and frizz over time. Okay, so we're going to keep these pieces whole. I let my hair set for about 5 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes. I usually let it sit a full 10 minutes at least. But I'm ready to go ahead and put this in here. All right, I'm going to use a normal crochet method with, I'm going to loop it around twice and then secure it with a knot. Now, with this particular hair, you do need to make sure that you secure at least one knot because it's very soft. Now, it's not going to come out if you don't secure it correctly, but just for longevity and so you won't get so much so many stringy pieces, I would suggest putting in at least one knot. Okay, and I'm going to show you how I put it in there to make sure that it doesn't unravel. All right, so we're going to take our latch hook, stick it through, close the latch hook, and pull the hair through. And we're going to slip the hair to the back of the latch hook, hook it, make sure all of it's in there, and then pull your latch hook through. Okay. Now you don't have to, you can take the latch hook out. And do it that way. Okay. Why am I having so much trouble? Okay. There. It was in there. Okay. So you can see it goes in pretty good. And you really don't need another knot. But just for security purposes, I'm going to actually add in one little knot. Like so. Right. And it's in there. All right, I will be doing the ones closer together. The ones towards the front. I'll install those a lot closer together. Let me do another one so I can show you how close together I'll be installing this hair, because I really want a full look. So this one will be right next to the one I just put in. Okay, so we have to stick it through. Slip our latch hook back, add the hair, pull both through. See, like you can do that. You can just do it one time, but that's not enough security for me. So I'm gonna go in, do another loop. Okay. So that's a double loop. Now it's extra secure. And then for the third level of security, I'm going to put a little tie in it. All right, that's going to help my hair to last a couple weeks longer, and I won't have to tighten up as many knots. And really the way that it feels super tight on my braid, which is what I want, because I don't want to have to deal with all these little freezies that'll slip out. Wow, this is popping. Ew. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move to the back and finish installing the hair along the back. And let me tell you, towards the back of my hair, okay, these braids here, I'm going to actually go through the braid. I'll do one on camera. I'm going to actually go through the braid. Now I can't see, but I can feel. That didn't feel right. All right. Through the actual braid. You guys can see that. All right, and sometimes it's a good idea to twist it here so that you can make sure that you're getting all of that hair inside of the needle. Okay, slip it in. Right, and for the back, I can't feel anything. So I'm just going to pull this. You can't see. So I'm going to use my hands to tie it. It's going to be easier that way for me. Right. Make sure it's even, because it will get uneven on you. So make sure that your hair is as even as you can get it. Let me see if it's even. Yeah. Right. There we go. And that's how you do it. I'm going to finish installing this full pack, and I'll let you guys know what one full pack looks like in my head. And then I'm going to move on to the second pack, and then finally the third pack, and then we'll be done. Yes. So I've just finished installing one complete pack. Okay. Give you guys a good look so you can see how much I have left over. I'm going to take my second pack, okay, and try to install it, fill in all of this, okay, and fill in all of this. I'm going to try to save the third pack for my part area here, my side, my part. But this part, these 1, 2, and 3 braids right here in the front, I'm going to try to pack that in as much as possible because this is the top of my hair and I want it to over. Okay. This spray right here is pretty thin, so just for the sake of my hair, I will be leaving spaces here. And part of the reason why I'm not leaving a lot of spaces in this hair is because I want a really big full head of hair. This hair I would like a lion's mane. Okay, so I'm going to try to get I'm going to try to get all of this in and then try to get as much of this in as well so I can use as much as possible. At least 2.5 bags. At least 2.5 bags. I may save a few strands so when I refresh or redo my hair, I can pull some of these new strands and maybe add them along this part here, just depending on how it is. Okay, so I'll come back to you guys and show you guys how it looks after I install the second pack. I'm done. No, I'm kidding. This is what I have left after 2 whole packs. I'm going to fill in here. I don't know if I'm really putting on. I might put one here and here. And I'm going to add another one here. So this whole row needs to be filled in completely because it's my part. And this whole row needs to be filled in completely. My edges are really fine. So I try not to put too much along the edges, but I know that I need to fill in here, 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 and here so that it can give me that fullness in my face, honey. But so far, this is what 2 packs looks like. Okay, and I am on my final pack. I'm going to try to get in a whole half a pack in here so it can get as full as possible. And then I'm going to go through, like I feel a little space right here. Anywhere I can kind of shove some more in there to really give me that big red lion's mane look. Okay. We'll see how it looks at the end. So far, I like it. It's a little different, y'all, because this is color and I'm going to fix up, get myself all dolled up or whatever. And then hopefully the color kind of settles in with my skin tone, Lord, because we're going to rock it. We're going to rock it. We're going to rock it. We're going to rock this till the wheels fall off, okay? Because I bought it and it's in my head and I ain't taking it out. So whatever it is, it's going to have to grow on me and the rest of this world. Okay, so I'll come back in after I finish installing this last and final pack of hair, Lord. All right.